Haven farm is right next to a train. In today's video, I'm gonna tell you the 3 cool things about living by a train and the 3 not so cool things about living by a train. It's kind of loud.
And the number one thing about living by a train track here at Belle Haven is Whistle Stop. And so Whistle Stop is this little secluded spot that we have set up by the train track to just watch the trains come in. Just relax, bring your drink out, and just enjoy the quietness until the train comes.
So tucked in the woods, right back here, is what we like to call Whistle Stop. Now, when you're at Whistle Stop, there's not much to do but enjoy the cool evening with your drink and wait for a train to go by.
All right, so the number 2 cool thing about living next to a train track is that there is an access road. Because usually there's like a pipeline or a service road to get to like radio buildings, and nobody cares if you ride on them. I mean, somebody probably does, but I mean, no one's told me I can't. So definitely a really big advantage, and people that live off of this trail are usually super cool. So they could care less if you ride back here, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun.
So the number 3 reason living by a train track is super cool is all the treasures you can find. So I'm down here by the train track right now, and we're gonna just go on a little treasure hunt, and I'll show you all the cool treasures that you can find next to a train track. All right, so we're just hunting, and very quickly, railroad tie treasure. Very, very cool. And very cool piece of metal. Oh, how about this giant piece of metal? Oh. So So this piece is actually right there. This is a replacement. And of course the railroad just tosses them off to the side. So it kind of go like that. How about this? Very cool piece of metal. J for Jason. So this thing is pretty cool. These two buildings and this device right here, and also on this train here. These are sensors, and as the train passes over the sensor, computers in those buildings read the quality of the wheels, the resistance of the track, and will tell the maintenance team which wheels need maintenance or which cars need maintenance. And so as the train passes over this, it's reading the quality of the train track or the train itself and the cars and recorded in those buildings. So you never know what you can find as you walk the railroad track. Number 3 reason why it's very cool living next to a railroad track. All right, so the number 1 worst thing about living by a train is just how loud they are. And they're loud. Our farm lives right next to a crossing. That means every train that goes by has to sound their horn 4 times. 2 long, 1 short, and 1 long. And the last long has to be as they're crossing the actual cross. Now, the other thing is the frequency. This railroad track has between 30 to 35 trains a day go by it. All hours of the night, all hours of the day. And so they're just loud. The first week we were at the property, we thought we had made a horrible mistake. I will say that as you get used to them, they don't wake you up at night. But here we have actually 2 trains coming. We've got 1 freight train from the south, that way, and 1 freight train from the north. They're really loud! So this train right here is an empty coal train. He doesn't have any product in his hoppers. And so he's flying pretty good. They come back. They go north empty. They go south full. So when they're full, each train weighs about 120 tons, each car. 120 tons, so they go super slow. But this guy's empty, so he's going pretty fast. You get used to it, but it's pretty loud.
So the second reason it's not great living next to a train is all the trash that people dump here. We have tons of tires here, we have roofing material, and as you go along the trail, there's just tons more. Don't dump your trash here. Go and dump it at the dump.
All right, the number 3 reason living by a train is not so cool is whenever you're in a hurry to get somewhere, either hurry to get home or the hurry to get out, well, this happens. Yep, no matter what, train always goes right by. Thankfully, they're not always that long, and even if they are, it's not that big a deal. But that's the number 3 reason.